Hi guys, welcome to Taste to Explore. My name is Darlene, and today, my friends, we are making another fall dessert treat. We are making apple butter. Now, apple butter doesn't have any butter in it. What it is more like a spread, like a jam, but you can cook with it, you can bake with it, you can add it to almost everything, and it will be marvelous. Now I am going to teach you how to cook it. It is really simple and delicious and quite easy to prepare. So now let's get right to it. I'm gonna show you what you need to get this started. Alright guys, so here is what we need. We need 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of a light brown sugar. I have some fresh ginger right here. I'm going to need about a teaspoon to a teaspoon, and this is according to your taste. You can leave it out if you don't like ginger, but to me, apple and ginger go together and I really like it. And right here I have 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pie spice. And over here, I have here about a good 3 pounds of apples. I have cored them, I peeled them and chopped them up. They've gotten a little brown, but that's okay because they're going to cook down and it's just not going to affect the flavors. Now you can use any kind of apples that you like. Right here I have Golden Delicious, but feel free to use whatever you have on hand. So now let's get right. So right now I'm going to place my pumpkin spice right in here. Now this is my homemade version. You can definitely look that up. I will leave you the link below, or you can buy store-bought. I love pumpkin pie spice because it has tons of warm spices. It has cloves, it has powdered ginger and cinnamon and a whole bunch more. So definitely look that up. I'm going to be putting in right now is my regular sugar, and you want to sweeten this up. You really do, because it's like a jam, you know. It's nice and sweetened and it has all these wonderful flavors in it. Here's some brown sugar for you. And this is according to taste. I like fresh ginger in mine. I know I said that the pumpkin spice has powdered ginger in it, but this, my friends, I can't help it. I love to put this on anything with apple in it when I make my apple pies and stuff. So to me, apple and ginger go hand in hand. And you want to start off with a ½ teaspoon per se. I mean, I know how this tastes. I love it. So a ½ teaspoon will be good. So with your clean hands, the cook's best tool, let's get in there and just massage everything through. And it smells excellent. Alright guys, so now that I have my sleeve inside my slow cooker, as you can see, is on the low. It needs to cook between 8 to 10 hours. It needs to cook really low and slow, so that way it can really become one with the sweeteners and the spices. The apples are going to wilt down. It needs to break down and become total mush, but creamy and delicious and decadent. And it needs to get that way, low and slow. So I'm going to show you how this looks when this is all done. Alright guys, here it goes. Look at this gorgeousness right here. It smells like the holidays in here. Alright guys, look at the beauty right here. All the apples had wilted down and it just became a thick, sort of slightly chunky sauce right here. It is perfection. Let me give it a little taste test. Melts in your mouth. Strong apple flavor. The sweetness and the spices marry perfectly. It's not overwhelming, but it's like a concentrated apple jam, you can say. Alright, my friends, now you've seen how easy it was to make this apple butter, which I don't know why they call it an apple butter because it has no butter in it, but the texture resembles a butter because it's spreadable, which I like mine's just like this. This is kind of chunky like a salsa, but to me it's perfect. But if you want to make this more finely, you can definitely use a blender, a hand blender, or a full processor. And if you wanted to get down to its smoothest texture, you certainly can, but I think like this is fine. It is not even really much of a difference. I like a little bit of texture to it. It's fine. The flavors are amazing. The sweet is not overly sweet, it's not overly spiced, but you can definitely get a good taste out of those apples. So the flavors are just right, and you're absolutely gonna love it. So to store this right here, you can store it 3 ways. You can store some in your refrigerator. It will last good for about 2 weeks. You can certainly put it in freezer safe containers and freeze them for about 6 months, or you can definitely jar them, and that will go good for a year. This makes as a perfect gift. You can put this over anything that you like. You can put it over toast. You can have this with ice cream or even oatmeal. I mean, this, you can put this anywhere. It's just going to flavor up whatever dessert, breakfast, pancakes, spread it on it. It will be divine. Totally delicious. I have so much recipes that I'm going to be making, and it requires some of this, so stay tuned for that. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment below. I would love to hear all your ideas. And that's really about it. I hope you give this a try. Totally easy. It smells and tastes divine, and it's just the perfect thing to have on hand, especially if you went apple picking. If you have looked on my Instagram, which you should follow me on that. I had recently went apple picking, and I have tons of apples, like about 20 pounds or so, and I want to waste them. I don't want anything to go bad. So right here I have used about 3 pounds, which is roughly about 13 apples, give or take. And look at that, a perfect way to use up your apples without nothing going spoiled. So thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen. It's always a pleasure of having you cook along with me. Make this, let me know how you like it, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.